Hi everybody, and welcome to episode 9 of our 2018 South Africa adventure, when we travel through Goegap Nature Reserve, on up the highway further north through Pofadder, and eventually wind up in Augrabies National Park for the evening. As usual, I want to give a big hearty thank you to our friend Ellis for her help in producing this video. An early morning start finds us in Goegap Nature Preserve, a beautiful area with some very interesting geology operated by the Environment and Nature Conservation Department. Goegap is unfortunately very dry for us this year. Normally there would be a profound flower display here this type of year, similar to this photo that I got from Wikipedia. But instead we find a lot of interesting bird species. We see the beautiful quiver trees, and we enjoy some wonderful geology here. One of the highlights of Goegap is the beautiful visitor center. We spent about an hour here taking a look at all the beautiful vegetation. Everyone got great shots of this beautiful malachite sunbird, who was very cooperative for us. After departing Goegap, we stopped again in the small town of Springbok for gas, coffee, and a quick look around a combination bookshop, rock shop. It was all pretty cool, but then we were back on the road, back on the N14 now, heading towards Augrabies Falls National Park. We took occasional stops along the road at various rest areas, and particularly were interested in seeing the sociable weavers, a bird that builds these massive communal nests with many rooms inside. We would see them over the next few days. Pretty soon we reached the turnoff to Augrabies Falls National Park, where we would spend the night and enjoy the wonderful national park. Augrabies Falls is a typical South Africa national park with wonderful cabanas that rent rather inexpensively. They usually have a shop, they have a store, and they have a restaurant, and we enjoyed a lovely dinner that night before heading out on our adventure for the evening. That evening, we got on board a national park tour vehicle for a nighttime safari. But first, we had to cross this tributary of the Orange River.
Can you see the moon?
Where?
Over there on the right.
See Venus.
Oh, Moon Rock actually.
Oh, there's the moon.
Oh.
Yeah. Other than the amazing waterfall, this granite dome, Moon Rock, is one of the prominent features of the national park. Before long, we came upon some beautiful oryx, or gemsboks, as they're called here, or bokkies. Soon we also saw herds of springbok and a couple of klipspringers along the way, and a few common eland. The next morning, after a nice breakfast at the park headquarters, we followed Jeremy on a hike right behind our cottages down the boardwalk to the various viewpoints of Augrabies National Park. The Khoikhoi people named the waterfall, meaning place of big noises, and you can sure see why when you get down there. Several opportunities to watch the cute rock dassies play, and saw a number of birds, including this beautiful Burchell starling. We headed back out and crossed the same stretch of the river that we had done the night before, and traveled over to a wonderful vista point that we hiked down to see birds and see farther downstream from the waterfall.
A few k's down the gorge there's another black eagle's nest. I think one every 5 kilometers or something like that.
After one last look at the beautiful gorge, it's time for us to head out. But before we go, here are a few more nice wildlife shots from Ellis. I really appreciate her help with making these videos. Kilometers this afternoon until we get to the Kaglagati Trans-Frontier Park and the Kalahari Desert. Please stay tuned for that episode. We hope to see you again. Thank you. If you like this video, please remember to subscribe and hit the like button. Thank you.